Good morning. This is Adrian, one of the pastors at Twin Lakes Church, joining you for this morning's devotional. And if you were at Twin Lakes Church this past weekend, or maybe you caught the live stream, you heard and saw Renee in Israel sharing about the time Jesus healed a blind man, and how, just like him, when we put our trust in Jesus and his death, we believe in his death on the cross, his resurrection from the dead, we confess that, we are saved, we become believers, and like that blind man, our spiritual blindness is healed and we can see. But there's more to it than that. God doesn't just save us to get us into heaven, or he'd just beam us out of here. But he's called us to live here on this earth and to shine a light. Now that we can see, to live in light. So it's the reason why so many of the New Testament writers as well have, continue to remind believers, hey, remember the thing that happened to you, that blindness that you were healed from. You now live in the light. And John in 1 John chapter 2, he talks about this in verse 7. I'm going to read you this passage. It says, "Dear friends, I'm not writing a new commandment for you. Rather, it is an old one you have had from the beginning. This old commandment, to love one another, is the same message you heard before, yet it is also new. Jesus lived the truth of this commandment, and you also are living it. For the darkness is disappearing, and the true light is already shining. If anyone claims I'm living in the light but hates a fellow believer, that person is still living in darkness. Anyone who loves a fellow believer is living in the light and does not cause others to stumble. But anyone who hates a fellow believer is still living and walking in darkness." Check this out. "Such a person does not know the way to go, having been blinded by the darkness." So John is saying, don't go blind again. Don't turn off the light. Don't live in darkness. And the way we can do that is through love. I don't know a more important message to preach than that right now. We need more love, especially between those of us who have had our blindness healed. And now we can see, now that we live in the light. Jesus being the light of the world, showing us the way to live, which is to love. So many times now on social media or in the news or even in your own life or at church, we see fellow believers not living in the light, not showing love. And slowly but surely, when you continue to do that, and John is really, he gets intense. He doesn't say not just you're not loving, but you're hating your fellow believer. You're living in the darkness. You're losing your way. Well, I want to encourage you, encouraging myself, is let's live the way of love, the way of Jesus, who showed us, who modeled that for us. He loved. He didn't hate. He forgave and he loved. And so when those times we're tempted to not show love, let's shine our lights and show love. The Bible tells us is that when we love each other, we show the world who God is. God is shown to the world through our love. So let's let our lights shine, because the world definitely needs it today. Well, I hope you have a great day. And we'd love to see you at Twin Lakes Church when you're in the area. If you live here, we'd love to see you at church sometime. And just to say hi. If you see me, I'd love to say hi to you too. So come on by. Have a great day. Be blessed, and we'll see you again. Bye-bye.